Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 20 of Play the Elder Scrolls 3 Open Morrowind with quite a few mods. Hope you guys are doing well. It is very early morning here, way before the sun has come up, and going to be enjoying some modded Morrowind. Hope you guys are ready to enjoy as well. Let us get right into it. We are in Ebonheart, and we just did some alms for the poor almoner work. Oh, that's weird how that view just happened. Is that water? Oh. Okay, I was like, what the heck? And we can go ahead and get some journal filling questing today as well. I'm thinking of going to the Imperial Commissions. I don't know where that is though, actually. Might be somewhere in the Grand Council chambers. Actually, do we want to go deliver this letter? Or do we want to do more almoner for the poor?
Friend, I'm right here.
Hello, Kaye.
Well met.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Nice to see you guys. I'm going to come down here and rest after we get a little bit of illusion training. Check out these spells I can do while sidestepping. Oh, that's cool. Do not have enough magic. Okay. So we're gonna rest. There's no real time limit, to any of this, so go ahead and talk to Iulis. Okay, we didn't even get an option. We just get immediately hit with the update. Okay, go ask the Argonian mission in Ebonheart for alms for the poor. Their province is not as rich as Skyrim, but they are generous and civic-minded people. Our fundraising goal for the Argonian mission is 100 gold. When you have reached our goal, return and deliver the gold to me. For doing so, okay, you don't have anything. And we don't have enough to learn any speechcraft. Alright, very good. So, let's head out. Is that progress bar under the spell? My progress to the next level of it? Next level of illusion, perhaps?
Well, friend, what brings you here?
Well, just some almonering. What you would call it. Some collecting alms for the poor. I think this is actually the, what that is. Okay, that's enough practice for now. I wish I had a spell of hello.
Keep moving.
Of buffing personality.
How can I help you?
Hello. Adorus. But I don't know where I'd get a buff personality spell from. And as I said, I wasn't here to really explore too much of Ebonheart. How we kind of got caught up doing some missions for the cult. Well, I've kind of wanted to do some missions for the cult for a while now.
How can I help?
So yeah, here we are. Yeah. Falling from great heights adds to acrobatics. Ow. And it does damage our Looks like we're close to leveling up here. It does damage our armor. The Argonian mission is right here.
Keep moving.
Let's see if this is in fact the XP level. If so, it looks like we're about to level up Restoration. It seems to be going up. I don't know, is it? I'm not sure. Oh, well, we can do it very easily by coming here. No, it's not the progress towards a level. It's underneath the, see this bar under here? I'm not sure what that means.
What is it?
Alright, the Argonian mission. Oh, look at all the Argonians. Cool. We'll get to you, fine chap. Go over here. The Cantatas of Vivek. Oh, wow. Nice little habitat sample there. Hello, Ukwe.
Yes. What is it, Motsara?
Greetings, Citizen Elzarion. I'm Ukwe. Can I help you? This your first visit to Ebonheart? Is there some specific place you seek? What is your background, Ukwe? I am Ukwe, healer and abolitionist of the Twin Lamps. Oh, you openly speak that. I am a healer. I have sworn solemn oaths in the College of Restoration to heal the afflicted and cure the diseased. But I have also learned that preventing harm to others often requires a more active opposition to monsters and malefactors. So I have studied both the unarmored martial arts of the Khajiit and the light armored and blunt weapon style of the Imperial West, both for self-defense and for disabling or killing dangerous opponents. Your scales are beautiful. Talk straight, High Elf. None of that flattery. I should have drank a potion first. Okay, let's try this. Bargain fortified potion for 8 seconds. So let's use it. Takes our personality to 80. Now, share a little secret. Let's go ahead and... here's 10 gold, sir. You are generous, Elzarion, and your judgment is good. Do you happen to have any alms for the poor? I'm sorry, citizen, but you must speak to our leader, the consul, Im Kalaya. We cannot help you. Well, I see. Quick to Im Kalaya before the effect wears off. High Elf. You're a fetching Argonian. You honor me, Elzarion. Thank you. You can have alms for the poor. The Imperial Cult has our respect. We are disappointed that the Imperial Cult does not speak out against the inhumane practices of slavery in Morrowind, but we agree with you that this is not sufficient reason to cause the needy to suffer for want of our province's generosity. Therefore, we ask you to accept this donation as alms for the poor on behalf of the province of Argonia. 100 gold, okay. Very good. Hello.
Go ahead. Speak.
Gil-La. Do you know anything about the Lord's Mail? Sorry, but I don't feel comfortable telling you. What's your background? I am Gil-La, monk and abolitionist of the Twin Lamps. Services? Agning is a publican of the Six Fishes. He rents beds and sells food and sundries. The Imperial Cult shrine services include a priest, healer, monk, enchanter, apothecary, trader, and savant. The Imperial Legion services of the Hawkmoth Legion garrison include a healer, smith, master-at-arms, scout, trader, chaplain, and battle mage. For other services, visit Vivek City, the Foreign Quarter in particular, for Fighters Guild and Mages Guild services, and the Great House compounds for kin and retainers. Know anything about Vadim Dren? Duke Vadim Dren, Duke of Ebonheart, is head of the Grand Council and Uriel VII's representative on Vardenfell. Okay. Come over here. Onasha.
Traveler.
Welcome, citizen Elzerion. I'm Onasha, and this is Ebonheart. You happen to know a little secret. That bookseller in the foreign quarter, Joe Basha, is an avowed abolitionist, but so far he's managed to avoid being caught. There's an ordinator in there all the time, keeping an eye on his activities, so he must be very discreet. You know a bit of lore as well. Town and city Dunmer live either in the metropolitan style of Vivek City, the urban style of towns like Aldrune, or the imperial style of recent settlements like Caldera. What's your background? I am Onasha, agent and an abolitionist of the Twin Lamps. You know about the Morag Tong. The Morag Tong only accepts legally approved contracts called writs. Someone in particular around here. Duke Vadim Dren, Duke of Ebonheart, is head of the Grand Council and Uriel VII's representative on Vardenfell. The Grand Council representatives are Lerar Mandis, House Redorin, Gallus Drenham, House Telvanni, Raylan Halalu, House Halalu, Livis Othravel, Tribunal Temple, Brucia Conesian, Imperial Commission, Rufinus Elias as the Imperial Magistrate. Imperial Commission, interesting. Cavordius Albudian is the head of the Imperial Guard, Duke Dren's Palace Guard. Hrald the White, Knight Bachelor of the Imperial Legion, is the head of the Hawkmoth Legion garrison. Lalatia Varian is the head priest of the castle's Imperial Cult shrine. The wealthy Canctunian Ponius is the chief factor and banker of the East Empire Company. Do you know something about the East Empire Company? The East Empire Company is a monopolistic mercantile enterprise chartered by the Emperor and managed by a board of directors appointed by the Emperor. The company has sole authority to trade in certain goods like flint, raw ebony, raw glass, and Dwemer artifacts, and it also enjoys favorable tariffs and regulations for import and export of other common and exotic goods like kwama eggs, marshmallow pulp, salt rice, and Telvanni bug musk. Because of its wealth and the favor of the Emperor, the East Empire Company wields considerable influence in the Duke's administration. And you train. Oh my. You know what? I'm going to get a point of sneak. Oh, no, we can't because I need money for the boat here. But very cool. Oh. Now, wait a minute. I have Cyrodiil Brandy. I have telekinesis. Let's test this and see how this works. Like, if I stand over here, I'm admiring the, oh, I probably have a very low chance of casting it. Well, let's try.
Come back with that.
She saw me. I'm just curious how, like, her back was turned to me.
Greetings.
What is it, Mutsara?
What is that noise?
Tidings, Altmer.
I was just wondering, like, how far it would go. Do I want to know what's down here?
Go ahead, Outlander. Speak.
Andisai. Who are you? I am Andisai, monk and abolitionist of the Twin Lamps. You know Canctunian Ponius. He's in the East Empire Company offices, the large building down by the docks. You know something about martial arts? The unarmed, unarmored martial arts traditions of the Marshmallow, Salt Rice, and Golden Reed societies of the Dissonant Priests, patterned on the Rain of Sand fighting styles of Elsewhere, are slow to be adopted in the Empire. associated as they are with the ascetic renunciation of worldly wealth and material goods, and the rigid disciplines and mystical philosophies so alien to the Imperial West. Unarmored, you say? Monks dedicated to the ascetic philosophies of elsewhere have long cultivated the unarmored martial arts traditions called the Reign of Sand fighting styles. The Mages Guild and other societies have had some success adapting these styles for self-defense training of wizards and other armor-averse vocations. Students of the unarmored styles wear little or no armor and count on evasion and deflection to avoid injury. Okay. Very good. $16 bottles. I could grab them, but
Be well, traveler.
you as well. What the heck is down here? This... Whoa. Alright, it's going to be a little tricky to get at from here. Ow. Oh, they're big buggers. Gotcha. Oh, that's what was making the noise. Okay. Scales. Noisy slaughterfish. This is interesting. Why is there water here? Where is this going? By the way, our temps have been good. What is your story? Huh. Wonder if I unlock the door. I could telekinesis from here. And grab that book, but... Well, let's try a few different things. Let's unlock the target. On one.
Go ahead, Outlander. Speak.
Please, I am afraid. Do not tell. I am hiding. You have alms for the poor? I am a runaway slave. I have nothing. I must hide here until a boat comes, and then they will help me return to my country. Background? I was a slave, but I have escaped. I am hiding here. Please don't tell. Runaway slave. Yes, I said this. This is true. Can I give you 10 gold? This is suitable, Elzarian. Oh. Ah, the marksmanship lesson, son. It is a cool book. No, I won't say anything, girl. You're safe with me. Your secret's safe with me. Boom. Well, we haven't read a book in a while, so let's read a book. The Marksmanship Lesson by Alla Lalith. Calmeral Bryn had very definite opinions on how things should be done. Every slave he bought on the day he bought him or her was soundly whipped in the courtyard for a period of 1 to 3 hours, depending on the individual degree of independent spirit. The whip he used, or had his castellan use, was of wet, knotted cloth, which regularly drew blood but very seldom maimed. To his great satisfaction and personal pride, few slaves ever needed to be whipped more than once. The memory of their first day and the sight and sound of every subsequent slave's first day stayed with them throughout their lives. When Bryn bought his first Bosmer slave, he ordered his castellan to whip him only for an hour. The creature, which Bryn had named Dob, seemed so much more delicate than the Argonians and Khajiit and Orcs who made up the bulk of his slaves. Dob was clearly ill-suited for work in the mines or in the fields, but he seemed presentable enough for domestic service. Dob did his work quietly and tolerably well. Bryn occasionally had to correct him by refusing him food, but the punishment never needed to go further. Whenever guests arrived at the plantation, The sight of the exotic and elegant addition to Bryn's household staff always impressed them. "Here, you," said Genethah Hillock, a minor but still noble member of the House Inderol, as Dob presented her with a glass of wine. "Were you born a slave?" "No, Sidura," Dob answered with a bow. "I used to rob nice ladies like you on the road." The company all laughed with delight, but Kelmeril Bryn checked with the slave trader from whom he had bought Dob, and found that the story was true. The Bosmer had been a highwayman, although not one of any great notoriety, before he had been caught and sold into slavery as punishment. It seemed so extraordinary that a quiet fellow like Dob, who always looked respectfully downward at the sight of his superiors, could have been a criminal. Bryn made up his mind to question him about it. "You must have used some sort of weapon when you were robbing all those pilgrims and merchants," Bryn grinned as he watched Dob mop. "Yes, Sidura," Dob mopped humbly. "A bow." "Of course, you Bosmeri are supposed to be very handy with those." Bryn thought a moment and then asked, "A bit of a marksman, were you?" Dob nodded humbly. "You will tutor my son, Wodili, in archery," the master said after another moment's pause. "Oh, Wodilic." Wodilic was 12 years of age and had been rather sadly spoiled by his mother, Bryn's late wife. The boy was useless at swordplay, fearful of being cut. He embarrassed his father's pride, but the personality defect seemed ideally suited to the bow. Bryn had his Castellan purchase a finely wrought bow, several quivers of arrows, and ordered targets to be set up in the wildflower field next to the plantation house. In a few days' time, the lessons began. For the first few days, the master watched Wodilic and Dob to be certain that the slave knew how to teach. He was pleased to see the boy learn the grips and the different stances. Business concerns, however, had to take precedence. Bryn had only time to see to it that the lessons were continuing, but not how well they were progressing. It was a month's time before the issue was re-examined. Bryn and his Castellan were reviewing the plantation's earning and expenses, and they had come to the area of miscellaneous household costs. "You might also check to see how many targets in the field need to be repaired." "I've already anticipated that, Sidura," said the Castellan. "They are in pristine condition." "Oh, that's weird. How is that possible?" Bryn shook his head. "I've seen targets fall apart after only a few good shots. There shouldn't be anything left after a month's worth of lessons." "There are no holes of any kind in the targets, Sidura. See for yourself." As it happened at that hour, the marksmanship lesson was underway. Bryn walked across the field, watching Dob guide Wodilic's arm as the boy took aim at the sky. The arrow flew up into an arc over the top of the target, burying itself in the ground. Bryn examined the target and found it to be, as his Castellan said, in pristine condition. No arrow had touched it. "Master Wodilic, you must pull your right arm down further," Dob was saying, "and the follow-through is essential if you expect your arrow to gain any height." "Height?" Bryn snarled. "What about accuracy? Unless he's been secretly racking up a high kill ratio on birds, you haven't taught my son a thing about marksmanship." Dob bowed humbly. "Sidura, first Master Wodilic must become comfortable with the weapon before he need worry about accuracy. In Valenwood, we learn by watching the bolt arc at different levels, in different winds, before we try very hard to strike targets." Well, that's cool. Bryn's face turned purple with fury. "I'm not a fool. I should have known not to trust a slave with my boy's education." The master grabbed Dob and shoved him toward the plantation house. Dob, head down, began the humble, shuffling walk he had learned in his domestic duties. Wodilic, tears streaming down his face, tried to follow. "You stay and practice," roared his father. "Try aiming at the target itself, not at the sky. You are not coming back into the house until there is one hole in that dang bullseye." The boy tearfully returned to practice while Bryn brought Dob into the courtyard and called for his whip. Dob suddenly broke away and scrambled to hide between some barrels in the center of the yard. "Take your punishment, slave. I should have never shown you mercy the day I bought you," Bryn bellowed, bringing the whip down on Dob's exposed back again and again. "I have to toughen you up. There'll be no more soft jobs as tutor and valet in your future." Wodilic's plaintive yell drifted in from the meadow. "I can't, father, I can't hit it." "Master Wodilic," Dob cried back as loud as he could, his voice shaking with pain. "Keep your left arm straight and aim slightly east. The wind has changed." "Stop confusing my son," Bryn screamed. "You'll be in the salt rice fields if I don't beat you to death first, like you deserve." Dob, the boy wailed far away. I still can't hit it. Master Wodalik takes 4 steps back, aim east, and don't be afraid of the height. Dob tore away from the barrels hiding under a cart near the wall. Bryn pursued him, raining down blows. The boy's arrow sailed high over the target and kept climbing, reaching a pinnacle at the edge of the plantation house before coming down in a magnificent arc. Bryn tasted the blood before he realized he'd been hit. Gingerly, he raised his hands and felt the arrowhead protruding out of the back of his neck. He looked at Dob crouching under the wagon and thought he saw a thin smile cross the slave's lips. Just for an instant before he died, Bryn saw the face of the rogue highwayman on Dob. Bullseye, Master Wodalik, Dob crowed. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. That's your book? I can't take that? That is awesome. Wow. That was so cool how that developed and everything. That was really, really cool. Why were there 2 slaughterfish here, though? I guess the... Oh, cool underwater sounds. I guess to just protect her if anyone were to come down here. And there's no other, like, secret exit or anything down here, right? There are, like, false walls in the game and stuff.
Be well, traveler.
Morrowind lore. Yeah. Because of all that reading, I got stuffed up a bit here. Very cool.
It wants something. What does it ask?
Let me quick save before I talk about this. Alms for the poor. If you will check your records, citizen, you will see that the province of Argonia has already given alms for the poor. Runaway slave. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Surely someone has exceeded his authority and jeopardized our mission by disregarding the unjust laws of this land. I trust you will not mention this to others, since you are admittedly eager to maintain our goodwill. Wait, I don't get it. 100? I suspect this is a secret the mission would be eager to keep, since harboring runaway slaves is a crime. Oh, perhaps this will give me leverage when I solicit for alms for the poor. Oh. Too late now, though. Oh well. If only I could telekinesis. I guess there's no real way to do it. I don't have any magic anyway, but I don't know.
Greetings.
Greetings. My personality was enough to actually... Oh, let's read the cantatas of Vivek. The cantatas of Vivek are gospels written in the form of epic songs. They trace the evolution of Vivek from a foolish mortal into an enlightened divine. Vivek sought out experiences that tested him in every way possible, particularly in the defense and protection of his Dunmer people. And through his long life, his humility, and his unconquerable spirit, he attained the wisdom of the 7 graces. The cantatas relate many stories of Vivek's experiments with challenge and risk, his failures and triumphs, his blessings of insight and good fortune, and his debt to his partners, Almalexia the lover and Sothasil the teacher. The poetry is simple and dramatic, lyric and personal, composed to be sung or recited. The following is an excerpt from Lord Vivek's Brooding Beneath Red Mountain. The gaunt ghost fires loom as subtle shrouds, smokes and shades on the biers of Red Mountain. Arches and spires line the rock halls, dimly lit by the spirits of the dead. The blood of broken hearths and houses runs in red rivers, blossoms in fountains. Girdled round within walls of wit's glass, the shattered hosts slumber in cradles of ash. But when shall they wake? What dark crucible may kindle their souls to light? How long beneath red reeking clouds must flickering watchfires burn? How many lifetimes of labor and lament will it take to seal this restless tomb? Very cool. I might take a little break here because I'm stuffy and all this reading. Talking really is what it is, not the reading, but... Those are red. Oh, they are red. Okay, I won't give up the Argonians' secret anyway. I'm on their side.
May I help you?
FPS dipping a bit. We're down to the 30s and such.
That guy asks way too many questions.
Not too bad. Okay.
Think it'll rain?
Doesn't look like it's going to. Well, maybe. Some clouds over there. Oh no, clouds over there too. I could just jump across here. Get to the Imperial Cult quicker.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
You seem to be doing all right for yourself. What can I do for you?
I'm good. Just trying to unstuff, as it
Well, hello
were.
there. A pleasure to meet you.
Cool rugs.
If you care to talk, I would consider it a privilege.
Have you reached our goal of 100 in gold in donations from the Argonian mission? Or have you come to report your failure? I've reached our goal. Very good, Elzarian. Congratulations. Perhaps you'll find this useful in your work. When you're ready for your next Almoner mission, speak to me again. 2 exclusive fortified luck. Nice. Very nice. We could take a healer.
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
Healer mission, but that would be tougher. I don't quite have the heal other skills. Wow, these are very cool too. Very muted colors, but nice. Let's see how long we've been playing. 33 minutes. Okay, we'll get our next Almoner mission. Well, alright. The shrine at Buckmoth Legion Fort has experienced an unfortunate shortfall in alms for the poor, and funds are urgently needed to purchase food and blankets for orphans and indigents. Please go to Outrune and see if you can raise the money for the Buckmoth Fund. The fund needs at least 100 drakes immediately. It may be difficult to raise funds since Outrune is a Redoran town, and most residents are Dunmer, but this money is very badly needed. Okay, how about advancement? Not yet. You say Dunmer. The Buckmoth Fund, based in Fort Buckmoth, serves the citizens of nearby Outrune. But most Outrune residents are Dunmer belonging to House Redoran, and therefore members of the Tribunal Temple, so it may be hard to collect alms for the poor in Outrune on behalf of the Imperial Cult. You know something about the East Empire Company? The East Empire Company Hall is just northwest of Emenhardt's dragon statue. You must have seen the dragon statue. It's in the plaza all the way to the east, just before you step down to the docks. Argonian mission. The Argonian mission is Black Marsh's diplomatic embassy to Vardenfeld district. Leave the Imperial chapels, pass through the Grand Council chambers, cross the bridge, then down the stairs. As you face out the gate, the Argonian mission is to the south, on the southern side of the well, in Aldrune. Aldrune is the district seat of House Redoran and a large settlement. Travel by guild guide is the best method. Head north from Ebenhart by road, take the bridge into Vivek's Salalu compound, pass through Redoran compound, find the Guild of Mages on the upper level of the Foreign Quarter, pay a guild guide at the Guild of Mages for transport to Aldrune. And again, your trading is too much. And, oh, you have a guide to ancestral tombs? When did you get that? I'll grab that, because I don't know of any ancestral tombs, let alone a guide for it. Huh. Give me 21. Okay. Very good. Rest. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm just going to get stuffier as we go. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you're digging the LP thus far. As always, smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to do any of that or none of it.
Greetings. What shall we talk about? Strange.
Well, we'll talk about, as always, be well, live well, stay well, guys. Much love, peace, and joy to all of you. And episode 20, very cool. Much more to come. So, feel free to continue watching and join me next time as we explore more modded Morrowind. So, see you guys then. Peace out.